What up, YouTube? Jesse here with Just Man Sports Cards. Some people have been asking about vintage. I actually collect a fair amount of vintage. I know a decent amount of basketball vintage. This is going to be a Kareem video for Lou Alcindor before he changed his name to Kareem. So if that's not your stick, hop on out. But if you want to learn something about vintage, all-time points leading scorer still, and one of the GOATs, definitely in the top five. No matter who wants to debate that, he's in the top five. So this is his rookie, Louis Sendor. I graded this myself. I bought a complete set probably 2.5 years ago. I bought the whole entire set. It was in a binder from an old guy that lives around here. I paid $2,000 for it. And then I selected the cards out that I wanted to send to PSA and broke the set up. So that's what I wanted to do. I bought the set. So I already sold the loose cards. 69's pretty popular among collectors. This is his rookie. For a 4, it's really centered. All the corners are rounded, but and then the back on it's clean. It's a little off center, top to bottom. So I don't have his complete run, but I have a pretty good run. This is his second year card. Light. In 1970. I have a couple of these. I bought a complete set of 1972 and broke it up. It's not as popular. The Pete Maravich is what is the rookie in 1970 and really drives the set. And that's the big card. But this is his second year card. You can find these for signed, and they're actually pretty cool signed. So 71, I don't have his 71, and I have his 72, but I have it raw, and I have it in a set, so I didn't dig it out because that's the whole thing. This is possibly one of his cards that are my favorite. It's slowly picked up in popularity, but it's Wilt right there. I've just always thought it's like sometimes you're curious, like, who did they play against and was it all easy? And I mean, he was playing against one of the GOATs for big men, so on certain nights it wasn't easy. 7's a good grade on this. 8s start to get pretty pricey, and then 9s are I think you call investor or bigger money than me. So 7. I graded this myself. You can tell there. 73, 74. I have some of his, but it's in a set, and I'm not sure that I want to break it. 75. These don't pop up too much. They're actually pretty hard to find centered, but it's the team photo. 75 is like one of my favorite sets. And it's got all the Laker players on there. 75. So 72 is his first Kareem card. And then it's in tops, and it's a beautiful set, so it's a pricey card. And then 71 is his last Louis Alcindor, and 71's his first standard card. So those are pricey in any grade, and then the 72s, like 3s and 4s, even go for $50-$70. I keep wanting to pick one up, but this is what some people call his Laker rookie. It's the one in his first Laker jersey. 7. And then we go back to Tall Boys. This is his All-Star card, so it would be his second card in the set. I graded this myself. 76. I bought 2 complete 76s, and I just think these cards are like gorgeous from a photography standpoint. So I always I graded a decent amount of these, like 40 cards. You can probably go back and watch the video. And then I have a video on 76, I think, where I go through the complete set, ungraded. But 76, I'm trying to think who the rookie would be in that. David Thompson is the big rookie in that. This is his first card in it. 7. I graded this myself too. So this one goes a lot more than the All-Star does. I graded a couple of these myself, but I'm just showing the highest grade that I have. Some of these I have multiple copies of, because I'm definitely a believer in Kareem long term. So 7's tough. Typically you'll see like a smear here, and then you'll see whiting or snowing in here. $78. Graded this myself. I bought a bunch of raws, and I bought a couple sets too of 78. I've done okay with 78. I've got a 9 on 2 of the main rookies. So this was like a $300 card not too long ago. I'm not sure what it is now. Skyhook. This is a pretty popular card, 79. I graded this myself too. I'm pretty sure I did. I have like 2 8s and 2 7s of this. Because sometimes you're not sure what you're going to get when you grade, so it's like, should I go ahead and pick up a lower grade? 81. Then 86. This is only, I have a 6 and I have a 4. The 10 of this just went bonks, so all the lower grades kind of picked up too. I was outbid by a 7 like 6 months ago by $2 or $3. So I wouldn't mind upgrading this. You maybe heard me talk before, but I don't mind that it's off center left to right. I don't like it when it's, for this card particularly, when it's off center top to bottom. But like as a photograph, he's like moving the eye this way, so it kind of works like with less edge over here, and then you kind of move to the right. My hands are a little shaky just because I got off the exercise bike not too long ago. I did about 40 minutes. Need to do more often. 87. 9 is tough here. 8s, you can even see bad centering on 8s. I had an 8 for a while, and then this 9 I'm not crazy about because it's got that, but so I'm not. 7. I just missed out on a 9 of this. 9s are pretty hard to get in this. But a 9 is only like 85, $100. This is like a $40 card maybe. You can, in today's market, you can probably get it for 25, which is like what it costs to grade, which is crazy to me. I bought heaps of these cards. about 2 years ago, you could get them for $2-3 a piece, and I was just buying like everything I could find for $2-3, and I just sorted them and figured out what to grade. So it's always kind of cool when you start to get to see. My hands are a little sweaty, like I said, from the bike. But all the stats. '95 Kenner. I graded this. I got a 5 and a 6. I'm keeping the higher grade. This is not an expensive card, but you'd have to pop them out of the starting lineup, like, and then came with the action figure and then the card. I did really well on the one wilt that I cracked, but this one, both of them, I didn't. So this is what the 72 looks like, if anyone's curious, since I didn't show that card. Ted Williams. It's got like a texture to it. I think this is like $13. So I was like, psh, I'll win that auction. A cheap card. You can probably get this card for like $1 or $2. I mean, I'm not so worried about the grade on that one. My stack. We'll go ahead and bring out the next one. I think people are sleeping a little bit on these because you look at the other players in this set. 12 Prism's going to go down as it. People believe it's going to, but it's got etching. I forget what the pop is on this. It's like under 25 or something like that. And then if you look at the popular players from 12, like the rookies, there's like 150, 100 total. So then you compare that to none of his vintage is that low. In certain grades it's that low, and then you kind of look at the price on those. So I have 2 of these, because I'm a believer. So I have 2 9s. I don't think I've ever seen a 10 pop up. I'm going in a year, if people can't tell. Graded, and then I have some raw stuff too that I've been picking up. This was a cheap card. I forget, like $13-18. I've never seen this card again since I won this auction. I won this auction for like $30-40. This number to 33 is his jersey number. And it's 23, which is kind of cool because that's Mike, LeBron. It's got a nice shine. So I thought this was for a long time I debated on whether I wanted to collect like his more modern stuff. But with some of I've been collecting a lot of Julius Erving too, and I think it's just funner because they didn't have that many cards to like pick up some of the newer stuff. It's got a swatch. Most of the older guys, it's all game worn, which is nice. It's like Julius, Magic. I forget how much this was. National Treasures, which is a good brand. This was like $30-40. Hyper Prism. This is from 18. Wasn't a super expensive card, but we'll move into the raw stuff. That Legendary 13. Julius is in this too. I picked up a Julius. These don't pop up that often. It's a gold medallion. I probably paid $6-7. I think this was a buy it now. I was like, I can't find any other copies, even on ComC. Or this was like the cleanest copy, and I'm like, it's got to be semi-rare. And the gold medallions typically are pretty rare, not as rare as the platinums, but I'm not crazy about this photo, but it's out of 99. I might or might not grade that. These I really like. Top Finest, great brand. This has got a pretty good shine to it. A, it's not a refractor, but it's out of 400. So this has got the same texture. It's got the etching. I mean, just like the goggles and stuff will look cool. Yeah. And this is a refractor. This is out 249, and I forget what this is. It's not a refractor, but it's something. And then I picked up a second. I'll pick these up as they pop up. I mean, a Kobe or a Michael or something like that numbered out at 250 or 400, or even an Iverson is going to go for pretty big. I think those weren't cheap. Those were 15, 30 bucks, maybe 40 bucks for the. So this is like that other Donruss Elite that I showed you out of 33, but this isn't cut. It's only out of 199, but it's got nice shine. Spectra, these are fat cards, or thick cards, whatever you want to call them. 75. It's a pretty expensive set, so. This is Clear Vision, I think Donruss. This is, I forget what year. 2015, I think it is. It says 16 here, but I'm pretty sure it's 2015. Yeah, then they're numbered. Out of 99. Julius has one. I just don't like its picture. So I picked up 2 of these. This is I forget what this. I'm still learning kind of ultra modern. There's like silver disco or white sparkle or something like that. 2019. This is one of the most rare ones, so it's not numbered, but it's a cool card. I forget how much I paid for this, like $6, $7. And Panini Noir 2021 is being opened right now. So I don't always follow that market, but I really like Panini Noir. This is out of 25. It's like a thick metal. Oh, so this isn't out of the most recent one. I fibbed. I thought it was, but it's not. It's out of 2016. 2021 is being opened right now, though. And these boxes are like over $1,400, I think. Some of them go close to 2, and it's like 10 cards. So I paid, I think my winning bid was like $88. So this is like $90, $95. Not cheap, but I do PC Kareem, so I'm trying to pick up some of his cooler stuff. I have most of his vintage stuff. I need to get a 71. It's definitely on the list. I don't have any raw copies or anything, so maybe that's something I do in the down market, and I just get one. So let me know what your favorite card is. Feel free to let me know if there's a certain player that you guys really want to see. I don't have a whole lot of Julius Erving. I'm building that out right now. But I think he's not underrated, but undervalued. Maybe people sleep and forget. So hopefully everyone enjoyed this. I really enjoy collecting Kareem. There's a couple of people out there that collect them too, because I get bid against and some of this stuff runs up and I don't win everything. Tell me maybe your feelings on vintage players that are put into the newer sets. I've been collecting some Iverson into the newer sets past his playing years. he has a couple good inserts, but just there was a whole run of years that he played in that I'm not crazy about the cards. So it just makes a funner way to collect. I watch a lot of those back pages with Eric, and just kind of listen to him talk about it because he's collected for a long time. It's like you don't have to abide by the hobby rules, and you can kind of do what you want to do and enjoy it. And this is one of the ways that I enjoy it. Is I try to pay attention to the pictures though, because that does matter to me. Some of them aren't, and that's one of the bummers with like some of the older players is they only have like so many photos out there, and that's like Dr. J or Julius Erving, however you want to say that, is like they don't have a bunch of great photos. I think it has to do with his estate and the photos they'll let him use, but the '08 Topps Chrome I think is a gorgeous card, and I wish they would use that photo more often for Dr. J. So I finished the Winning Times documentary. I thought they did a pretty good job by Kareem. When I was on vacation, I read one of Kareem's books. He's got two of them, so I kind of learned about his life. I mean, he definitely had people that his friends growing up that died by lynchings and stuff like that. So I definitely grew up in a different time than me. Definitely got called the N-word, stuff like that. And then just in the league even, when he came in, it was definitely a much wider league than it is today. So I really respect who he is as an individual, and that's one of the main reasons that I PC him. GOAT, awesome individual. Those are kind of my rules for PCing someone if I'm going to have quite a few of their cards. And Kareem is probably, he's one of my top 6 PCs. I might be rambling, but and I want to work on maybe doing some lives. So I'm still working through the big PSA orders I got back, because I got back like 2. I revealed all those cards on the channel. So, but that was like 300 cards. So just organizing those, listing them, not listing all of them because it's a down market, but I've definitely sold some, which is good because the PSA bill is due upon shipment. So paying some of that money back was needed to keep, because I'm buying cards every week too, even in this down market. A lot of stuff I'm buying isn't super down though. So hope everyone's well. Thanks for watching. Feel free to tell other people about the channel if they're into vintage or 90s basketball cards. I've been picking up a little football going into this season, mainly wide receivers, just to make the game more fun to watch. I really enjoy that. Anyways, catch everyone later.